Welcome back today. This is TGC Sports. Today we are live for the very first time. This is our first video. This is our first chance to actually get into some news and some podcasting. So today we're going to be talking about a couple different subjects, but today also we're going to be talking about how this thing came about. Now, I'm joined here today with some good friends of mine. Got my buddy Grizzly with the Rams, and I got my buddy Wolf with Wolfpack. I am Viking. A lot of people call me Troy, call me Viking. I don't care. But today, let's get this thing started. So today, we're going to start off with the Wheeling Nailers, our local home team here in Wheeling, West Virginia. We are pretty excited to see what the Nailers. So my buddy Wolf right here has got some insight and some info regarding the Nailers. Wolf, what you got, buddy?
So as of right now, the Wheeling Nailers, they had a heartbreaking defeat in the playoffs this year against what was it, Toledo Y,
Yeah.
and now they're moving to the North Conference or which conference?
It looks like it's the North Conference from what I've understood. Let's see here. Yeah, looks like it's the North Conference. They're in the conference with Jacksonville and Florida this year.
Yes. So after the heartbreaking loss in the playoffs against the Toledo Y, I'm gonna have our buddy Grizzly come in, help me discuss some of this, get his opinion on the heartbreaking defeat in the Y against the Nailers.
It was tough. We played our hearts out in the game, in the series, in the playoffs in general, and there's just no way to describe how screwed we got because of officiating, dirty players, yada yada. You know how it goes with these games. There's no way to get around these things. It just happens, man.
Alright, thank you. I'm gonna get our buddy Viking in here, get his opinion about it, about the heartbreaking defeat.
All right, guys. So, honestly, I think this year's season for the Nailers, it actually didn't go as bad as what a lot of people were hoping for. You know, when you got a team, regarding Matthew Corsia, Justin Adamo, Jay Marr, Jordan Martell, Jackson Castor, Taylor Gauthier had some injuries to deal with, so we brought in another goalie. When you can take down a team like the Indy Fuel in the first round of the playoffs and beat them, I believe it was 4-0. So 4-1, wasn't it? So, and then beat the Fuel down, and then you got to go against the number one team in that division, and that's Toledo. And Toledo is an absolutely fast team. Now, a lot of the Nailers players, I don't know how they're feeling about the division change, but this new division, they're dealing with a lot of teams that they don't play with. They don't play against a lot of these teams. They got two new teams on the schedule this year as well. I'm really excited to see the Nailers this year. I'm really excited to see how they're going to do this year, and I think it's going to be interesting. So, yeah. So, Wolf, I appreciate your help, buddy. Thank you so much today, bud. But yeah, we'll keep you updated with the Nailers this year. My buddy Wolf will keep things going around with that. We'll get some more info regarding the Nailers. Here soon with the Nailers, we're hoping to get some interviews going and talk to DJ, some of the players hopefully this year. Got some guys, my buddies here are wanting to really talk to a lot of these players like Q. Call him Big Q, one of our favorite players. Charles Boomhauer, hopefully he's doing okay this year. But yeah, Wolf, man, I appreciate that info, buddy. We're gonna see how it works out this year. So now we're going to kind of turn heel from hockey for a minute, and we're actually going to turn heel from hockey and continue on hockey for a minute. We're going to go down with the Oilers and the Panthers. Holy cow. 3-1 series with the Oilers right now against Florida. The other night, I just watched the Oilers put an 8-piece up on Sergei Bobrovsky, and I don't know what to say.
That
I
game
don't
was
know.
nuts. I tell you, it was absolutely mad crazy. Bobrovsky got took out of the game after the fifth goal was scored. He got told to sit his ass on the bench, and then they brought out that backup goalie. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but
He even let up 3 other goals. Well, I think when
exactly.
Bobrovsky came out, what was it, 5-1? Oilers at the time.
5-1, yeah.
So I mean, you're looking at something like huge here. I mean, the Oilers were on the side of being eliminated. Panthers were on the Stanley Cup run here.
Well, the thing with Edmonton is they have not been able to get the power play going in these playoffs. They are after that 5-on-3 goal that was scored in that game. They are 1 for 16 in power play in this series.
And against the Florida team, you can't be 1 of 16 on power plays.
No.
You can't do that. Florida's strong. They have a really hell of a team, though.
They will take every chance that you miss, and they will turn it into something good for themselves.
Okay, so if you're the Oilers right now, what do? Like, do you keep that momentum from Game 4 and you bring it into Game 5, or like how do you do this now?
If I am the Oilers, I am going to bring back that pace of play that they had, that physicality, the fast pace of play. They've got to get to Bobrovsky off the bat. They cannot let up on him. They gotta freaking get him worried early. Because if you attack him early, you're gonna get him thinking he's gonna make mistakes, and then you're gonna be able to capitalize on that.
Well, what do you think? Well, what is the Oilers saying with this against the Panthers right now?
Honestly, Bobrovsky, yes, he's as good as they said, but he's good as advertised.
Do you put him in the Shesterkin and Connor Hellebuck kind of round, like kind of like the Knights of the Round Table here?
I can put after what he's been doing this year, I can honestly put him in that table.
Really? Okay, so we're looking at Bobrovsky right now. Bobrovsky throughout the Stanley Cup Finals, the last time he was in, he was tremendous from what I was hearing.
Absolutely.
And was he having an off day with this 8-piece? Was it something? Do you think it was Connor McDavid, Draisaitl, just the combination of the speed?
It could even be that, or it could be he was feeling under the weather. I don't know. We do not have that information to access.
So if you're the Oilers right now, you're down 3-1. You just dropped 8 goals onto a Florida team that kind of reminds me of Boston, kind of like a Boston Bruins team almost. I mean, they have hard hitters in Brian Hart and Sam Bennett.
Absolutely.
I mean, so do you like if you're the Oilers, do you kill them with speed? Like, do you beat the Panthers with straight speed on the ice? Because you can't let a team ride around just Connor McDavid. McDavid's good. I mean, I'm
Oh,
not
he's
gonna lie.
great. Don't get me wrong, but one person doesn't make the team. You got to have your first line on point through the fourth line, man. You cannot just rely on one person on one line. You got to have the coach has got to have the game plan set. He's got to have all his players where he wants them. He's got to be able to freaking boom everything the way it wants to do and execute that game plan in order to neutralize it.
So if you're the Panthers, bud, if you're the Panthers right now, how do you stop it? Like, you just got gashed in Game 4. I mean, Game 4 was your shutout game. That was it. That was the game you needed, and you just got gashed 8 goals that game. How do you stop it? Like, how do you do this?
Honestly, with what I've been hearing about the last game, their defense was completely off. They need to get their defense back on point. Do the hard hits everyone knows the Panthers can do.
Oh, yeah.
Get that defense back on point and go down and score like you've been for the past 3 games when
So,
you're on.
who's your key players for this game tonight? Because tonight at 8 o'clock, it's Game 5. So, Chris, for the Oilers, who are your key players tonight? Who do you want to see tonight?
For the Oilers, the key players are obviously going to be Connor McDavid, Draisaitl, but you also cannot forget about Skinner. He is the guy in net. He's got to protect the net. He can't let up goals. He is a good goalie. Don't get me wrong. He does some things that no other goalie can do, and it's just crazy how he works.
Okay, so I want your prediction tonight, bud. Who's got the first goal for the Oilers tonight?
I'm going to have to go with Draisaitl.
Leo Draisaitl. Okay. All right, buddy. Panthers tonight. Who are your key players for the Panthers?
Honestly, in my opinion, I don't know too much about the Panthers.
Yeah.
I don't really know any players besides Bobrovsky because he came from our close to our home city.
Yeah, Columbus.
So I really don't know anyone on the Panthers. But in my opinion, it's not a player sport.
Okay.
You have to have your team on point.
Okay.
They have to have everyone working all year. Just like take the finals, for example, for NBA.
Okay. So let me ask you this: Game 5. Do the Panthers get the shutout in the game? Does Bobrovsky get this second shutout of the series, or is the Oilers going to put up some points against them tonight?
It's not going to be a shutout. It's the Oilers are going to put on points. The Florida Panthers are going to have to come back and put points on and try to solve.
Oilers or Panthers? Who do you got tonight? Who's winning it?
I want to go the Oilers.
Oilers. By how much? How many?
By maybe 2.
2. Okay.
I'm going to take Oilers with an overtime goal.
Overtime goal. Okay, I want to see this. So I got their opinions. So I'm going to throw mine in here for a second. I hate Stuart Skinner. He gives me fucking nightmares. This motherfucker, I hate his ass so bad.
Thanks for giving me nightmares.
You're welcome. So this year, I'm looking at a little bit of something different here. So what I'm looking at for the Oilers, I'm looking at Darnell Nurse. I'm looking at, Drysdale McDavid. But it's not just those three. You got, what is it, Mika, or McKay or something like that. But also for the Panthers, I've got Reinhardt. I got Sam Reinhardt and Sam Bennett. But I got the fastest guy in the center ice for the Panthers, and that's Alex Barkov. I like Barkov. Barkov is fast. I think Barkov's going to be great this year. This next game tonight. So tonight, what I'm looking at Bobrovsky putting up some serious saves. Bobrovsky reminds me so much of an Igor Shesterkin. I can't believe it. It's unreal this year. But I will tell you this: my series ending tonight, I got the Panthers winning it tonight and Stanley Cup champions. I really think the physicality for the Panthers is going to come into play against the Oilers. I really do. And I don't see it being a blowout. I see it being really close. And I'm saying 4-3 Panthers overtime tonight as Panthers win it for the Stanley Cup. So, what do you think? Am I off on this, or am I just kind of going nuts?
See, in my opinion, with the Oilers having that huge win last game, they're carrying a lot of momentum into this game. And if they come in with that mindset, like, hey, we can actually do this, we can hammer them, they're going to be playing harder, faster, stronger, and they're going to freaking. If the Panthers defense doesn't stand up to it and they get to Bobrovsky earlier, there's no stopping it.
Okay, so do you see the Oilers putting up the same amount of goals, though? Is Bobrovsky coming out tonight? Is he coming out in that?
I mean, maybe. I don't think it's going to be the same amount of goals. I think my score prediction will probably be 3-2 Oilers in overtime.
Woo! You're going real close. Okay, you got what was yours?
Mine was the Oilers winning by 2.
By 2. Okay, so we have our predictions. We're going to see how it goes here. We're saying Oilers by 2. He's got Oilers by 1. I got the Panthers pulling it out tonight.
Now, back on the subject real quick about Bobrovsky when he got pulled.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring in another team that you really like.
Yeah.
The Rangers.
Yeah.
And what was it? It was the Panthers and Rangers game, right?
Mm-hmm. That was when the Panthers eliminated the Rangers out of the playoffs.
See, I think what the Panthers are doing with Bobrovsky is good, just like the Rangers did with Eber.
Yeah.
But you cannot have your starting goalie all the time right out there. People are going to work around it.
These goalies train for this though. They're on the ice more often than most players. They're training for the post to post, things like this. Shesterkin has one of the greatest backup goalies that I've ever seen in New York right now, and that's Jonathan Quick.
Exactly.
Jonathan Quick, when he was with the Kings, I saw saves that I never thought I'd ever see. But it's Shesterkin. You're like a Henry Lundqvist. Remember who Lundqvist was?
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of Henry Lundqvist. But Shesterkin took a lot of training from Jonathan Quick. Jonathan Quick was older this year and taught him more different things.
Which makes him such a great goalie because he's taking advice from these older players that's been around the league more so that he can learn the tricks of the trade and become even more solid than he already is.
And if you're Bobrovsky right now, you don't really have that. You really don't have that goalie to kind of that backup and be like, hey, okay, so he's doing this to you. Let's slide it a little bit farther this way or keep an eye on him. You don't have that. I don't even know who the Panthers' backup goalie is this year, but I don't think it's Sam Wedgwood at all. I don't think it's, or is it Mackenzie Wedgwood? I can't remember. Actually, give me a second. Let me look here for a second.
Actually, I have it pulled up somewhere.
But do you see where I'm getting at? The Rangers had trouble with Shirkin getting a goal to the Panthers.
Yeah.
And it's just they figured out ways around it.
Okay, Stolars.
Stolars?
And then Helberg.
Okay, so you got Stolars and Helberg. I don't know anything about Helberg. I don't even know anything about Stolars.
He's only played one game. Stolars has played 16 this year.
So, I mean, what you're looking at right now is, do you, for me, I'm putting Bobrovsky at the top 3 in the goalies right now this year. I mean, you have goalies like Lance Olmark, the goalies from, a couple goalies from out there from Boston, Jake Ottinger this year.
Yes.
You got Andre Gorgiev. But the top goalies right now in the league right now are Stuart Skinner and Bobrovsky right now. And this is why they're sitting in the finals for this.
Exactly.
If I wanted to rank, look, don't get me wrong, I love my Penguins. I'm a Pittsburgh Penguins fan all the way. I love them. But this year was not their year. The Rangers had it. Jari wasn't looking good for the Pens. Nedeljkovic didn't look too bad. But you're looking at the finals now. This is Stuart Skinner versus Sergei Bobrovsky now.
Exactly.
So, who's the better goalie? Who's the better goalie out of this? Who's going to get that series win? Is Bobrovsky going to come out as Iron Man tonight and just save everything? Or is this going to be the same thing? So, it's going to be interesting to see. At 8 o'clock tonight, it's going to be interesting to see. Are the Panthers going to be Stanley Cup champions? Or are we going back to Edmonton for Game 6? 3-2 series lead for the Panthers.
Exactly.
Anything could happen, and I'm really waiting to see it. I'm really excited. So, we're going to turn heel for a second. Boston. Holy cow. Boston, Massachusetts is going off right now. Boston Celtics fans have just won the NBA championship.
God, as a Lakers fan, that hurts. That really hurts, man.
So, my buddy Wolf will be back here probably here in a little bit. So let's get Boston. 106-88 last night. You're taking down a Dallas Mavericks team, Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, and these two guys just can't do it on their own.
They just do not have a supporting cast to actually help them with their scoring, rebounding, anything in the game. Don't get me wrong. Luka is a top 10 player, hands down, right now.
Oh man, yeah. So are we talking top 10 player is a 3-point percentage, or are we talking just all around?
We're talking all around NBA player right now in the league.
He's
a lot of people monster numbers in these playoffs, and it just was not enough.
A lot of people are going to disagree with you because they're wanting Jason Tatum on this one. A lot of people are going to think Tatum, because he won it this year, Tatum was the all-around best player, which I don't know. It's hard not to believe it. Though.
He is a really great player, and don't get me wrong, Lakers fans. I'm a Lakers fan, but I have to give credit to Jason Tatum because he valued his game by Kobe Bryant, man. He loved that guy. Yeah. So he modeled his game after him. So it's kind of hard not to be mad at him. It's kind of hard to be mad at him. Shout out to Joe Mazzulla, head coach of the Boston Celtics, WVU alum.
Okay, so now is Boston the team to beat now for next year? Is this the team to beat?
It depends on what happens in free agency. Depends on what contracts are up, what they can do in the offseason, see if they can retain some of these players. And it also depends on what goes on. Around the league. Kobe's pissed off about it all. Obviously.
He's not too happy about this.
He's not too happy about the Celtics with another championship. know who's going to pick up who and who's going to make a team better. I mean,
So let's talk Boston for a second here, folks. I'm an Indiana fan. I'm an Indiana Pacers fan, and I love the Pacers. They did an absolute tremendous job this year making the playoffs. They haven't been in the playoffs for so long. But you're Boston and Dallas. I mean, Dallas took care of business throughout the playoffs, and Boston just steamrolled
oh,
their
absolutely.
way through it. Kristaps Porzingis, he didn't look too bad last night.
He
looked
is
pretty
hurt,
good.
by the way.
Oh, is he?
He was not supposed to play during that game.
Okay, well, see, that's
It's an
interesting.
injury.
So you're Boston now. You're NBA champions. I mean, you just beat the Dallas Mavericks.
18-time champions, unfortunately.
And I mean, Lakers fans, I'm sorry, but go Celtics. I'm a Larry Bird fan at heart. I love Larry Bird. He's an Indiana man, and so I gotta love Larry Bird. So my thing is right now is with this whole ordeal is 106-88. Did Boston just come out last night just unravel everything? They didn't like Dallas didn't look like they could do anything.
No, absolutely not.
Like, I mean, yeah, they had little spits and sputters here of, good shooting, but Dallas just, oh my God. Boston just came out and said, you know what, fuck you guys, we're done. We're ending this now.
They just have the full complete rotation to where like they have support for their main players. Unlike the Mavericks who only have like Kyrie and Luca as their main people, and there's like nobody else that can catch fire on anything. They're just bodies on the floor.
Yeah. So now, NBA champion Boston 18 times, I'm assuming. Am I correct?
It is 18 times.
I love hearing a Lakers fan talk about Boston. It's so funny for me right now. So we're going to go ahead. So we got Boston NBA champions this year. Congratulations to the Celtics. Hope everything works out for them in the offseason. Now, the NFL. The NFL has made some changes this year. Um, First off, let's talk. How's the Rams? How are they looking in the offseason so far?
Right now, we're looking pretty good. Cooper Cup said he's ready to step up again and take charge. We got the bet I think was the offensive rookie of the year, Puka Nakua. I mean that guy is a beast. We got Matthew Stafford at the helm. Yeah, we lost Aaron Donald due to retirement, but we got young people to take his place, and we're still going to be dominant on that line.
Holy cow! Hold on a second. Let's talk Nakua for a second. Last year, rookie season last year. I mean, unbelievable rookie season.
Oh,
I mean, that's amazing. I mean, I'm a Colts fan. Indianapolis is hard for me. And when he came into Indianapolis last year, like he was just tearing it up. And my Colts defense just had no answer for this right now. We had no answer how to stop it. Does he, come back stronger this year and improve that, or does he just do you see him kind of like laying back a little bit on it?
So my thought process on this is now Puka Nakua is established in the NFL. People are going to know how to kind of play him. They're going to have kind of a game plan. So now he has to adapt his game. He has to play off of Cooper Cup. You got to use one or the other as a distraction for the other because you're going to have to go back and forth because you got to make sure that the defense is not played on one target.
Yeah.
You're going to have to spread it. So we're going to have to figure out a way to cause a distraction, cause a disruption with anybody. Like we have Tutu Atwell out there we can use.
Yeah.
We have tight ends that we can use, which we thank God we picked up more because Tyler Higbee loves to get hurt.
Okay, so how do you feel about your new rookies this year? How do you feel about your draft? Did you draft the way you guys wanted to?
I genuinely think we did. We kind of went more on to the line side and defensive side because we need we're still young on our defensive core right now. We have second, third year guys. We still do have older players like John Johnson. We got Kobe Turner in there that's been there a few years now. It just depends. I think what we should do in the free agency is we should pick up a bigger kind of name that has kind of maybe fell off over time. Sign him and ignite something.
You guys can always have Antonio Brown.
Get out of here
absolutely. You guys didn't make playoffs last year.
It did.
Oh, did you make
Yeah.
playoffs? Okay. Who'd you lose to on playoffs?
That I don't
Okay.
remember. I think it might have been Green Bay. I'm not
Was
entirely
it?
sure.
So, like I said already, I'm an Indianapolis Colts fan. I'm a Colts fan. We last year, Grizz, I tell you what, last year for the Colts fans was a scary year for us last year. AR got hurt. We weren't sure what was going on. We find out he has to have shoulder surgery. So next, our backup, Gardner Minshew. So we bring in Minshew, and holy cow, does he steamroll through the NFL last year?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we're talking Gardner Minshew. This is not a household name. The Colts this year, AR is coming back, looking good.
But
Got himself some issues in practice right now.
exactly.
So, as Colts fans, do we worry? Like, do we have to worry about this with AR now?
See, here's talking to the Colts fans here, you and everybody out there. Don't worry just yet. This is just the start of OTAs. We still gotta wait for the preseason, the regular season, which might actually be extended to 18-game season, but we don't know about that yet.
Has that even been confirmed yet?
It has not been confirmed, but Roger Goodell has been talking about it.
Okay.
But the thing here is, these practices are kind of geared up to see what players can do. I believe, and I have full confidence that the training staff will be checking him, watching him like a hawk.
Yeah.
Making sure that he's good, and if he's not, they're gonna send him to the trainer room, and they're gonna work on right then and there.
Okay, so I had somebody, I don't know if you've ever heard of him on Facebook, Sports Kita.
Yes.
Okay, so Sports Kita right now on Facebook, they are talking a nightmare duo between AR and Jonathan Taylor. If AR can stay healthy with Jonathan Taylor, they're talking a nightmare duo for the NFL teams. Are we talking nightmare here, or are we talking kind of sort of going to be okay?
I mean, it very well could be, but you also can't base your team off of two players. You're gonna have to have your linemen. You gotta have your wide receivers, which I'm not sure about the receiving core for the Colts.
For this year, we got Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, and we got Adonai Mitchell from Texas this year. We also picked up a wide receiver coming out of Oregon State as well. We also got another wide receiver, I can't remember his name, but he had one hell of a rookie season last year. And the defense for them right now. So the defense for the Colts right now, I mean, you're looking DeForest Buckner. You're looking Zaire Franklin. Shaquille Leonard is out of Indianapolis. He's in Philadelphia, I believe. But for what we've got right now, I mean, NFL fans, I mean, I'm excited about this season. I really am. I'm waiting to see how this is going to work out. The NFL has changed a lot this year. The NFL has changed a lot. They have a new kickoff rule. So when my buddy Grizzly gets back in here, I'm going to have him talk to you about that a little bit. But we also got a rule of the hip drop tackle. And I'm not sure how I feel about any of this. I'm assuming the new kickoff rule is kind of like the UFL a little bit. So we're going to, when he gets back in here, we're going to talk a little bit about that. But yeah, I think the NFL season is going to be interesting. I am talking a couple other different things with different teams this year. So I'm looking at, can Kansas City repeat this year? And or is the San Francisco 49ers going to get over that hill and go and actually win it this year? So Chris, welcome back. New rule changes. New kickoff rule. Explain to us what's going on here. What's with the new kickoff rule?
Okay, so the new NFL kickoff rule, if you've watched the UFL or the XFL or USFL in the past, you would understand how the kickoff kind of looks.
Okay.
So pretty much what it is the NFL is trying to make kickoffs more exciting, but also kind of dial down on the concussions and the injuries that happen off of kickoffs. With concussions in the NFL last year, it was up 18%.
That's a lot.
18%. That is a lot
The
of
NFL
people
Players
getting hurt.
Association cannot be happy about this because you got a lot of players, young talent, too. I mean, getting hurt, concussion. I mean, especially AR.
I mean, look at that one Colts player that's been there for 2 years and has never made it out of OTAs.
Yeah, no, exactly. I know who you're talking about. No, don't ask me his name because I can't fucking
I don't remember either.
So the kickoff drill. So now are we looking at more, kickoff returns? Or are we looking at more, touchbacks? Or are we looking at actual kickoff return touchdowns? What are we looking at here?
In my honest opinion, it's going to make it easier as a returner to make explosive returns. Will there be more kickoff return touchdowns? Maybe.
Okay.
It's a possibility, but you never know until we see it.
So how do you like this new rule? Like, what do you think of it? What's your ultimate opinion?
Honestly, I can't form an opinion on it until I've seen it in use in the NFL.
Okay, yeah, I'm kind of like you there. I want to see it for the first game of the season this year. Also, yes, Brazil. Brazil this year is hosting their very first NFL game, from what I'm assuming.
Yeah, and the NFL made a critical mistake.
So we're going to get a little controversial here, and I'm sorry to anybody. Green Bay and Philadelphia.
Two of the greenest teams
So,
in the NFL.
I don't know what a lot of you. I'm not going to go into detail why this is a little controversial, but I'm going to let people use their own sorts of minds and use Google for it. But Green Bay, Philadelphia, first game of the season this year. Who wins it? Is Philadelphia going to be strong? Is the tush push coming back this year? I want to know.
It has not been banned in the league.
Okay, so
it's still legal.
Jason Kelsey is retired. He's out. He's done.
Exactly.
So is tush push going to stay the same, or are they going to redo it this year?
That has yet to be seen. We don't know.
Oh man, I'm excited though.
We don't know who the next guy up is.
I'm excited to see this. Jordan Love and the Packers. I mean, they're gonna want something out of this as they're going to Brazil for the first
They
game.
got Josh Jacobs now.
Yeah, I saw that. Josh Jacobs is in Green Bay now. Who wins it? Philadelphia, Green Bay, first game.
I'm honestly going to give it to Green Bay. They are a young and ambitious team, and they want to win.
Okay, I'm going to go opposite. I'm going to take the Eagles as 1-0, and Green Bay's going to start off 0-1 this year. I'm taking the Eagles. I love Devontae Smith. I like A.J. Brown. I think he's a real good wide receiver. I like DeAndre Swift as a running back. That's an amazing running back. And I love that offensive line for the Eagles. Jordan Mailata, holy smokes, that mother lover is huge.
Exactly. I mean, they are missing huge pieces on their O-line.
So, you're saying Green Bay 1-0, Philadelphia 0-1 starts the season.
Absolutely.
I'm going Philadelphia 1-0. So, that's the beginning of the season this year for the NFL. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see these new rule changes, see how they come in.
Speaking of rule changes, what do you think about this hip drop tackle? Like, how is this going to work?
I have to do research on this because every time I hear hip drop, I'm always thinking of hockey. Somebody hip checking somebody, something like this. I'd have to do my research on this hip drop ordeal. Like,
honestly, there is no way to define it. I mean, my question is, how are these officials going to call that? Like, it's going to be so difficult.
I mean, are you going to call? I mean, it's going to be like, it's got to be a regular penalty. What I'm assuming it would be considered as a hip drop penalty or like a personal foul.
I would assume it would be a personal foul. It would probably be a 15-yard penalty, I would assume. But I'm not sure. I haven't seen the rule change on that.
I haven't either. I've been hearing a lot about it, but I haven't seen anything.
It's just the problem of defining what a hip drop tackle is.
Yes. So that's something we're going to research on a little bit. We'll be able to tell you a little bit more about it once the NFL season starts coming in closer and closer. So Rams, when do they start their off-season training now? When is minicamp starting?
I'm pretty sure they've already started.
So minicamp's already started for you guys. For the Colts, it does not start until July 24th, and they're at Grandview Park right now. I think the Colts are going to be great this year. I think Colts AFC South winners this year over Houston. Houston last year. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, they came out of nowhere. Nobody expected Houston to do anything.
CJ Stroud. what the fuck? Like, just straight out of college, took the NFL by storm last year.
Still say he snubbed it freaking out of the freaking award, but
Okay. So that's a controversial statement, Rams fans, folks. Yeah, you got okay. So Houston, are they going to keep momentum in the AFC South, or is Indianapolis going to take it from them once and for all?
it depends on what happens in training camp. It depends on the lineups, the playbooks, the coaching staff, the players themselves. Whether they're going to freaking come out attacking and want to prove themselves this year, or they're just going to slack off, think they know everything, and just.
Okay, so let's talk something here. New contract, Trevor Lawrence. New contract for Trevor Lawrence right now. 5-year, $275 million contract. Worth it or bust?
Remains to be seen.
Okay, so we're looking to see.
Yeah, we got to see how he performs this season.
Kansas City, are they repeating this year?
I mean, that is very. I mean, it's very possible. I mean, look at the rookie receiver they signed.
Yeah, Xavier Worthy. Texas.
Oh my God. Was it Texas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Xavier
Oh
Worthy.
my God, this guy is
Fastest wide receiver in the combine this year. I think they said
he
he was.
broke the record.
Yeah, I think he said he was faster than Tyreek Hill through the combine, if I'm correct.
Yes, exactly.
So he did break the record for the combine this year. So Kansas City, are they to beat? Like, are they the team to beat this year?
I honestly think so. They retained most of their pieces. They add this young, explosive receiver. They can use him like they did Tyreek Hill.
Okay.
Back when he played with Kansas City, he's going to be explosive, quick. Nobody's going to be able to guard him.
Okay.
And not to mention, he's tall.
Yeah.
So
without a doubt.
he can go up for these jump balls, man.
Oh yeah. So we're we are we're in Ohio right now. We live in Ohio at this point. But here's the thing. What's kind of funny to me is I'm seeing a lot of off-season movement in the NFL right now. So let's talk about one of them right now. Steel City. Pittsburgh.
Oh,
holy cow. So let's go from here. 2 QBs went to Pittsburgh this year. We got Justin Fields and we got
Russell Wilson.
Let's ride Russell Wilson.
$1 million.
So let's ride Russell Wilson is in Pittsburgh. Does Russell Wilson become the Russell Wilson from Seattle? Or is it a bust in Pittsburgh completely?
I think with the system that the Steelers are trying to form, I'm pretty sure he's been talking to people that can help him get back to how he was. I'm pretty sure if he's. I can't confirm this or not, but maybe he's reached out to Ben Roethlisberger. Like, hey, how do I succeed over here? How do I get back to form? Should Russell Wilson start over Justin Fields? I personally don't think so. But
so you're saying Fields over Wilson starting job?
I think so.
Okay. I'm actually going to be in agreement with that. I really am.
With the stats from last year, I mean.
Yeah. Let's go like 500,000 miles down across the map. Go to Colorado, Denver right now, Mile High. Zach Wilson is in Denver. A lot from what I've been hearing, a lot of the weapons that Denver had are gone. I think Jerry Judy's gone.
He's gone. Yeah.
What about Courtland Sutton? Is he still there?
I'm not sure if he's still there or not. I think he's gone, but I
so
can't.
Denver is starting, from what I found out, Zach Wilson starting for the Broncos this year. That's going to be interesting. So he's leaving New York, and he's, 1,000 feet above sea level now. And in Denver, so Denver, are we looking at anything good coming out of Denver with this, or is it just kind of...
We got to see what Sean Payton's cooking up.
Okay. All right, so let's talk. Kansas City, I'm not saying a repeat this year. I think San Fran's going to pull up, and they're going to be like, hey, stop. It's our time. I think San Francisco pulls it off. But
I personally don't think so. I think Kansas City's going to repeat again.
I want to be biased. We're ready for this. I won't be biased for a second. I'm saying Colts Super Bowl this year.
We're really being biased. We're going LA all the way, man.
Okay, so
this is Rams country.
So NFL season, you excited to see it this year?
Absolutely.
Okay. The NCAA college NCAA this year. West Virginia. How's they looking right now? What's going on with them?
We're looking like the team to beat in the Big 12 right now.
Really?
From what I've been hearing out of reports, Neil Brown is excited to get this team going. Like, we got weapons. There's been, I swear, every day I've looked at my phone, there's been somebody else committing to WVU, man. We got the number one tight end from JUCO. He transferred over. We got like 3, 4, 5-star wide receivers coming over, running backs, everything you could think of. We've been slapping over onto the team.
Okay, so West Virginia, are they looking good? Are they ready?
I believe so. I believe Garrett Green can lead this team to win the Big 12. Maybe we could even get into the national playoffs.
That'd be interesting. I'd like to see West Virginia there.
Because this starts the 12-team format this year.
Oh, is it? Is this the new playoff process now, or what
I
is it?
believe it is.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Don't quote us on that.
Don't quote me.
I'm sorry to say this. I think. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to ask you this question. This is going to be interesting. Nick Saban, he's out of Tuscaloosa now. He retired. This new head coach has just came out of Washington. Washington was in the national title last year against Michigan. Kalen Dayboard, does he bring the tide? Is he bringing the Fierce in the Crimson Tide back this year? Or is Alabama going to crumble? Are we looking at a national championship possibility with the Alabama Crimson Tide? Or are we looking at a 9-12 season?
Well, here's the thing with any new coach that comes in, you got to learn a new system. You got to learn how the coach wants to go about things. It's going to take a while for the players to learn and mesh with that. So I don't know. It's very possible, but I don't see it happening.
I actually got a chance to watch the Crimson and White game on my phone earlier this year, and Alabama looked fierce. They have brought in some big guys, some cornbread eating motherfuckers right now. So I'm thinking Alabama might do it. Michigan, can they repeat this year? They're number one right now. Are they going to do it again?
They also don't have their coach.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Speaking of that, Jim Harbaugh, he's in the Chargers now.
Yes.
He's head coach of the Chargers. What the hell? What is Justin Herbert going to be okay with this? Like, is he going to be able to learn more, or what's he doing?
I don't see why not. I mean, Harbaugh proved that he could coach in the NFL before.
Well, I'm excited, buddy. I'm excited to see this NFL season.
See him play against his brother.
Oh, that'll be interesting. Jim and John Harbaugh. Woo, okay, so we're going to turn tide here for a second. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go to the AFL.
Yeah, here we go.
Wheeling, West Virginia. West Banco Arena is about to erupt June 22nd of this year.
They're going to have to put a new roof on this place.
The Wheeling Miners' inaugural season this year, 8-0, home playoff advantage the whole series.
Not to mention, they have steamrolled absolutely every team they have played.
Oh my God. Okay, so first off, here we go. So me and my wife, we had went to go see the Wheeling Miners play. I think it was the Maryland Eagles. I think it was. Wheeling stomped them 77-3, and then Jersey just comes off their win from last week, 40-0 over the Steel City Stampede. Is this a close game? Are we talking close, or are we talking blowout Miners all the way?
Miners are going to blow them out. Look at the two other games that they played against Jersey. It's been absolute
Oh
blowout.
yeah, it's been absolutely nuts. So Coach Reese, or Coach Rez, I think is what his name is, Coach Rez. Coach Rez. Okay, so he's got this team looking absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
Right now. Are we talking, how bad of a blowout are we talking with Jersey? Like, are we talking huge or just,
I'm thinking huge. I'm thinking at least a 40-point blowout.
Really? Wow. You're thinking 80?
80.
Holy cow.
Okay.
So everybody, you're not going to be able to see a lot of the background that's going on, but my wife is back there, and she's calling 80-point blowout Miners over Jersey. That'll be interesting. Like I said, I went to go see the Miners play this year. they got a lot of talent. They got a lot of speed on that team.
Oh, absolutely.
And I saw catches that I never thought I'd see in a million years, especially coming from the NFL. I watched a guy catch the ball over a barrier and hold on to it. So the Miners 8-0 inaugural season. How's Wheeling fans? How's Miner fans feeling about this?
Dude, I can honestly say we're feeling the high right now. I mean, this is the first season that we've had the Miners here in Wheeling. We have a team that is here to win, here to freaking play hard, and freaking, like, can they keep this momentum up even into next season?
Look, and I think it's going to be funny. We're going to get caught up on one here eventually for the championship game. We're going to catch up with one of the Miners commentators. I'm not going to start throwing names out there, but I'm going to get caught up with them as soon as I possibly can. But Miners, I mean, we're looking 8-0. I mean, are we going to perfect all season? I mean, they have to now. I mean, you're here.
Absolutely.
Your inaugural season right now, the Miners are looking tremendous. I mean, there's no game this year for them has been close at all.
No, absolutely not.
So Jersey, if you're Jersey now, you're coming to Wheeling this weekend. How do you stop this? Like, how do you stop the steam train going down the tracks right now?
Well, it doesn't help with what West Banco Arena is planning for the opposing team as they walk in the door.
I heard so. I don't know if anybody likes haunted houses. I love them. My wife on the other hand, she kind of starts kind of like stopping in the middle of the haunted house. But me on the other hand, I found out Infernum. Is it Infernum? The Infernum haunted house.
Infernum area over in Wheeling.
Isn't it Wheeling? So they're in Wheeling. Infernum is sponsoring this game Saturday, and we're gonna try to get to this game Saturday. We're gonna try to do something because I really want to see this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I want to see the first playoff game for the Miners because I tell you what, for the Nailers, they have a nasty intro, but the Miners bringing motorcycles out onto the field, shit like that. Oh my God! So I'm talking Miners. I'm talking championship Miners inaugural season. Coach Rez gets his title this year.
I'm telling you right now, they get to the championship game. We're gonna be there.
Yeah.
We will be at that game.
So we're excited. We got a lot. There's a lot going on. So Grizz, I want to talk to you, bud. This whole ordeal was your idea.
Yeah.
So this whole podcast, this whole setup, everything with this was your idea, bud. What brought this on? What made you want to do this?
See, 3 years. This has been a 3-year process.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to think of how I can do it, trying to get people to help me with it. I haven't really found anybody to do it. I've always loved talking about sports. I'm a sports fanatic. I'm checking stats. I'm checking highlights. I'm following a lot of stuff. So I want to go out and talk about it. That's where this came into play. Like, I want to do a podcast. I want to freaking, get everything out there that I want to express and how I think about things to give my opinion. You know? So it failed for the first few years, and then I happened to run into you and our buddy as well, and that's kind of history from there. We've got the name, we've got the logo, we've got things.
Yeah. Speaking of logo.
Yeah, speaking of logo.
Right there.
Created by the wonderful person behind the camera.
Thank you, man.
But like, now that this is the reality, dude, I am freaking pumped.
Yeah.
Like we've got a lot of limitless opportunities that we can chase after now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Tremendous opportunities. You have a chance to expand the world with this right now. And honestly, your idea with this whole thing, it was at first it was a little mind blowing at first, but then we started kind of putting pieces of the puzzle together, and we started kind of like, okay, we can do this.
It started falling in place really quickly too.
Yeah, it did, and we kind of had to slow back a little bit and kind of step back and be like, okay, let's do it easier. Let's make it easier on us. Let's do it this way. It might work this way. And buddy, hey man, you had one of the greatest ideas of all time here, bud. is hot as hell outside.
Hell yeah.
And it's hot as hell sitting in here right now. But so we got a lot going on in the world of sports. We got the Panthers Oilers tonight.
Absolutely.
Boston won last night, so they're NBA champions.
Oh, yeah.
We got the Miners on Saturday. Any West Virginia fans, come out and see this game, please.
Absolutely.
We're going to try to be there Saturday for this game. I'm going to talk to some people and see if I can bring in a camera for this game to talk.
Matter of fact, 96.5, they are going to be there before the game.
Okay.
And they are actually going to conduct an interview with Coach Rez.
So yeah, we'll try to see if we can bring something up to try to get a hold of Coach Rez if we can while we're out there. But yeah, I'm gonna get in talk with my contacts with the Miners and see what we can kind of steamroll in here with this. Nailers new division change this year. Miners inaugural season undefeated right now.
Dude, our local teams are popping off, and it's great because we can talk about them and get them out there as well. Maybe a lot of people don't know about the Miners and the Nailers.
Yeah,
Let's
true.
get them out there. Get them more fans, you know?
So this year, when the NHL season ends this year, next year the Stadium Series is coming to Columbus this year.
Indeed it is.
So, like, I'm excited about this. I would like to see the Stadium Series go into Columbus. I would love to see it snow during the Stadium Series.
Absolutely.
I would love to see it snow during the Stadium Series. Could you imagine a blizzard coming through Columbus? Hockey players trying to find mine. It's like, it'll be interesting to see. We have a lot going on, folks. Please stay tuned to TCG Sports. We will bring everything we can. Now, there is going to be some times when we will be live in different areas. If it comes to like commentating, we're going to work on some commentary, work on some live interviews. Who are you more excited about with the interview process for the Nailers or the Miners this year?
Honestly, I'm more excited. Actually, I can't even say I'm more excited about anything. I am ecstatic about getting in contact with the Miners, the inaugural season, all these new faces around wheeling. They're pumped. I'm pumped. Let's freaking get them and get their ideas of how they think everything's going out there. And then you got the freaking Wheeling Nailers, man. They have been fantastic. Now they're going into a new division. They got new players that they're going to go against, new rivals, new teams.
Yeah.
Now they got to actually think about how they're going to play these teams.
Mm-hmm.
How do the players think? What do the players think about the division change? How do they think they're going to perform? What are they doing in the off season to prepare for this change?
So you saying that because see the division that the Nailers are in this year, they got the Jacksonville Icemen, and they got three-peat champion Florida Everblades in this division right now. Florida's a tough team to get through.
Oh, absolutely.
That is what you know personally, you and me. We're a lot of gamers. We have fun. That's why I said Stuart Skinner is my ultimate fucking nightmare right
You're
now.
welcome.
But the Nailers, I think new division change. I think the Nailers are going to be perfectly fine this year. I think they're going to be great.
I think they'll be great. It'd be great to figure it. It'd be great to hear from these players. And see
It would. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see a lot of new things with the Miners. Especially congratulations to Boston. Congratulations to the Wheeling Miners on the undefeated season this year. Go Nailers. And I don't want to talk about it, but
yeah, we don't talk about that one.
we're gonna have to because a lot of hype is coming out of Cleveland right now with these Browns.
They do that every year, and then they come out and underperform. It's just going to be the same thing over again.
Well, our buddy Wolf, he's a huge Cleveland fan.
We all know who the freaking ruler of the AFC North is.
We're talking Baltimore. Okay, so we're talking Baltimore, Lamar Jackson.
Derrick Henry.
Well, look, I'm sorry. My first things first, I can't see Derrick Henry getting that many touches in Baltimore at all. It's the Lamar Jackson show. That's all it has been.
Though, now that they have him back there.
True. But we'll have to wait and see. So, to everybody out there, this is TCG Sports. We are finally here. Now, we'll next time you see us, probably we'll have a table. my feet kind of hurt standing up right now.
Right?
I'm fat. Sorry, I sweat a lot. But we'll have a table. We'll have a better setup with this all. So,
It's still a work in process, man.
Chris, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for setting this off for us. And we're waiting to see it. And you know what? Go Miners.
Absolutely. This weekend, man.
Yeah, oh yeah,
You
man.
gotta be there.
It's gonna be amazing. So this is TCG Sports, and today we are signing off, and we will catch you guys later.